So it's been about 3 months since the last update, and we've added a ton of new upgrades to make life out here in the bush a lot more comfortable. Being as, you know, we live out here completely off grid, there's a few things that we've learned and had to change since the very first video. So this will make episode 3. I'm going to show you guys all the upgrades. You may see some in the background already. I hope you guys stick around to the end and make sure to like and subscribe. So we're kind of getting tired of carrying the giant cooler there inside the camper all the time. Every time we had to travel, we had to stop and get a drink. We had to open the door and do all that. So I built this nice little rack here, which also let us move our battery outside. But now, as you can see, we have 2 batteries. So we have 2 batteries and a cooler and a gas can that rides out here. And that's pretty well. It saves a lot of space for the inside of the camper for, you know, blankets and bedding and whatever we decide to bring. You know, we'd be bringing all the electronics, the juke movers and stuff. I definitely like the rack. The rack's coming super handy. And for the vent, that thing, we got it off of Facebook Marketplace. It's a godsend. That thing is awesome. It pulls in a super nice draft from that window. It definitely shreds a lot of mosquitoes, so we have to take it down and clean it, and I'll throw in some footage of that right now. Pull this screen out. Give it a little bath. She was caking up some dust and some hair and some mosquitoes. But other than that, I mean, it's basically an air conditioner for these campers. So if you are considering one or thinking about like maybe installing one, I would definitely do it. It makes probably a 10 degrees difference in like minutes. We love our. One of the most asked questions that we get is, how do we keep up with personal hygiene out here? Being, you know, we live off-grid in the woods in cool places like Ocala National Forest and all the other cool places that you've seen us visit. Well, thankfully, there's things that like this outdoor shower. This thing is awesome. You put it in the sun, woo-wee, it gets hot. And the next thing you know, you need a toilet, right? So they make these things. This is a camp potty. This thing's pretty cool. You just put it on a bucket and it's a comfortable place to sit. And ours, we took out the bottom. So we just dig a hole, do our business, cover the hole back up. And then as far as dishes, brushing your teeth, washing your face, cleaning your hair, anything you're not gonna do down at the lake, we have a sink, and it's fully collapsible, fits in our kitchen, fits all of our dishes, does everything we needed to do. And all this is made by Ozark Trail at Walmart, so you know it's budget friendly. Come to think of it, I haven't really done too much explaining of my kitchen, so I'm gonna give you guys a peek at the old kitchen here and how we organize it, and what we tend to buy and what we tend to eat and how we do it. So up here we got like our dry noodles, our dry foods, chips, you know, things like that. We even got one of these. We're gonna try this fry mix here, but you know, just noodles and whatnot. Dry potatoes, wet potatoes. Down here we have some more dry stuff like flour, cornmeal, sugar, breads, some mac and cheese, cooking oil, alcohol for injuries. We got paper plates, dishes, drinks, cutlery, and then up here we have all of our canned stuff, which we typically have a lot of. And as far as like meat sources go, we have the cooler, but we also stay places where, you know, the lake is right there, so we can provide meat sources about like bluegill, bass, you know, whatever we can catch. As long as it's within legal, you know, limits, we're gonna eat it generally. But this is how I do the kitchen. That's all we need. It seems to do fine. Before I go, I wanted to talk a little bit about these batteries. Last time, we only had this 190 amp hour AGM. It's a kick-ass battery. But we were running out of battery in the middle of the night trying to watch TV and stuff like that, so we had to get a twin. So now we're up to 180 amp hours of AGM power. These things, they're hella expensive, but boy, I mean, they make a difference. When it comes to having to charge these things, it's kind of difficult when you live somewhere in the woods where there's a canopy like what we have. But when you get to charge, you got unlimited power. You can watch TV, charge laptops, charge computers, cell phones, all that stuff. But I just wanted to let you guys know these things are definitely worth it before I cut out of here. And I know it's coming, you know, where it's like 3 months in between each one of these videos, but stick in there. This thing, it's been a lot of fun, and I sure ain't giving up on it. And I'm sure in 3 months I'll have a ton more upgrades and a ton of new updates and a ton of new things to say about it, and probably be in a new place. So appreciate you guys watching. Remember, like and subscribe.